Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to continue the food and animal crossovers with a turtle and raspberry pie. So this is a simple enough combination. I was thinking that the dome of a raspberry pie makes a pretty good turtle shell, and it should look pretty nice. So while I draw that in the background, I thought it would be cool to talk about how working on this YouTube channel has changed my perspective a little bit when it comes to programming/engineering projects. I liked to program for a long time. I got into it through programming small robots. And the thing I found the most fun was being able to apply the math I learned in school to make something move. Basically, if you knew the right tool and you had a good idea, you could just use math to solve real world problems that would actually end up in something actually, moving and doing something. Essentially, I liked the creative aspect of applying math to problems. Well, fast forward to now, and I don't think that's changed too much. The only thing that really changed is that I now know a lot more about programming than I used to. But one thing I've always never really done is spent a lot of time just working on projects. And it made it kind of hard to stay interested in the topic when I would only do projects I wasn't really interested in for school and whatnot. But now with stuff like this channel, where all I'm doing is just drawing a simple thing, kind of talking about it and posting it out there, I'm beginning to appreciate the value of actually just doing small stuff, even if it's not super polished. Anything, as long as it's something involved with what you want to do, as opposed to trying to reach some sort of perfection with the projects that you make. It's essentially been the entire goal of this channel, is just to share things and do things and not care so much about the quality at the end of the day when it comes to how I feel about the quality. I still don't do as much drawing as I would like to be able to do eventually, but I'm going to have to work up towards that. And it's the same thing with programming. I don't do as much of it as I would like to, and I don't do as many projects that keep me interested and actually push the boundaries of what I know. So I've kind of started doing more of that. I've always thought it was kind of cool how hobbies can really influence how you look at things. And the one hobby that I've had the longest that actually seems to do that has been art. And so yeah, I think that's just pretty cool. Alright, real quick before I wrap this up, I'm going to just talk about the piece I made real quick. I tried to get the crust braids on the top of the pie to kind of follow the contour of the, shell. And I think I did all right. I'm not sure exactly how to get it to look exactly how I want. I would have liked it to look a little bit softer. So for all the colors to look a little bit more cozy, and maybe the turtle himself to just be maybe more round is what I should have done. Basically just emphasizing how round it is to make it look cuter. So I kind of wanted to do that, but I kind of like how he turned out either way. I think this food combination is a lot easier to pull off than the strawberry wasp I did earlier. I have a whole list of these combinations, so I might do a few more of them. I realized that I could turn the bottom of the turtle shell into whatever pan the pie was baked in. So I tried to make it like a porcelain, deep dish. I'm not exactly sure what they're called. However, since I'm just kind of coloring this simply, I don't know if it looks exactly like that. It would need more reflecting. One other thing though that I did here that I don't normally do, and I think I want to do more of, is adding a texture. So in Krita, you can just add a layer above your drawing layer and then fill it with a bucket tool with a pattern. Then you change some of the settings in the layer and it can kind of put a small texture over that layer. I kind of like this to give it a more papery feel, and maybe I'll use this in some other drawings later. I want to find out a way to make it look watercolored, but maybe I'll have to just use watercolor brushes to do that. I've seen some really nice watercolor drawings, and I think it would be cool to be able to do something like that. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.